Hey guys, I just played an interesting handicap game that I thought would be worth looking at. So here we go. I'm the white stones, black is 6Q. Just a pinch, no problem. My job's to settle. Oh, there I go, settled. I like settling, makes me happy. Okay, all good so far. Black settled in Sente. Now, black would feel better if J17 was at H17, just a little more secure. No big deal, just something to keep aware of in the future. Now black must be aware of that. So now we're going to look at the A stone. Let's start by putting it here. And let's consider what black just did. Black just played in, dare I say, the biggest area on the board. Certainly extremely big area on the board, the bottom. Don't think that this move isn't exactly playing on the bottom. No, it is totally playing on the bottom. It's not like you have to play here to make that a true statement. No, this is very much affecting the bottom. And fantastic corner. Okay, so full value move, as is this, saying exact same thing. But this stone, his group didn't need help on top, and it's not as wide as the others. So, like, you're losing about, my guess is about 20% of value on this move. Not a huge deal. As a matter of fact, it puts a burden on white. What am I going to do about that top area? Now, we don't know because we're not there yet. But we'll have to figure that out when the time comes. Next corner, I settle. He settles in Sente and hits it again. Just really, really big move. So at this point, I can see how he thinks. And my guess is I'm going to have a hard time. But I can also see that he's not seeing things clearly. And I hope to take advantage of that. Okay. Now the right side of the board, I figure there's no reason to go one way or the other. I'll just go in the middle and fourth line, which makes it harder to attack white. Just for fun, let's put it on the third line. And we can see white's tight and difficult, and black has Sente and just took the corner in Sente. So move here, much harder for black to attack. I can completely ignore this and I'm still not in danger. And that's what he does. So now I'm considering there's three normal moves here when black has extra preparation. And each one I read out was kind of like I'm creating it as an emergency situation. And I realized, it's just, I can play the normal move here. And assuming he kicks, which he doesn't, let's do a Tawari on this. That's changing the order of the moves. We look at the right, this is a very common situation. And when black plays here, I'm going to ignore because I'm not in jeopardy and I don't want those points. And that's what the board position would be. So I thought, seems reasonable. But instead, black takes the corner. The other way, it's not his corner. This way, it is his corner. But we got to look at something. This is a forcing move. Let's talk about why it's a forcing move. If white ignores, powerful attack. Black's getting eyes. Black's getting a wall. White's about to die next move. Very powerful. Or the other move, absolute corner, white can't get a base. These are powerful moves. So we consider it forcing, because white wants to stop all that. All of a sudden, corner's still open. I have access to the center. So this is forcing. This one, not forcing. I don't have to respond. There's no next powerful move. Of course, there's good moves, but that's true everywhere. Okay, where for white? So I'm thinking, if I start forming a group, what am I accomplishing here? I'm going to live, but it's going to be less than 5 points, and black's going to get everything else. It's being forced into a horribly small, I have no desire for that group. We try this group. It's just invade. I have to play again. I mean, yeah, I'm forming a group, but he's just getting so much. Committing to that area is really hard right now. Kind of a waste of time. I'm not going to get much for it other than existence. Therefore, they're light stones. Do with them what you may. I'll find a path in the future. And I'll just head on over here, which plays in a very big area. I mean, I don't want him to have that whole corner. I mean, check that out. Holy cow, that's a big area. So come into the area, and I'm clearly attacking that one black stone. So I am indeed using my A stone. He says, no way. Notice he's still, that black move does not attack my A stone. It affects it, but doesn't attack it. I'm just thinking now in my head, maybe in a literal sense it attacks it, but it's playing in the opposite direction. It's going away from me. Okay, I thought about a few ways of living here, and they all seem difficult, and I am a lazy person. So I thought, well, we'll just live the easy way. Boom, boom. This move. Remember, he did that at A. Now this is a 6Q. Why is a 6Q playing A? Oh, because he understands the situation and he knows the ramifications. So, clearly A's, no, he doesn't have a clue. He's playing A because he's been told it's proper. Now, when he played A, I'm like, yeah, but there's a real feeling he's going to use it well. He doesn't know, but it's not something that's hard to work out unless things get dicey, which they're going to. But B, well, this is a very different situation. I don't think B is appropriate here. But when he plays B, it's like, yeah, we know that one's right. No, I don't. It might be, but I don't think so. So we'll see. I go for my life. He allows the cut. Let's think about not allowing the cut. And let's actually give white as much life as white wants. Is black losing something here? No, white's crawling on the second line. Black has absolute strength. Better. He lets me cut. I cut. Okay. Usually at this point, we live. But it's just a little 1 or 2 move readout. If I have this and cut, then he can't go for the kill. Wrong button, just a second. Because if he does, I kill him. So, just a second. So I cut. Sente to kill on the right. He says no. I cut, saying, if you go for the... I hate that button. Get off me. There we go. If he goes for the kill, he dies. Okay, I'm using my stones. So I can cut, and he has a problem. All righty. Now, I can't do anything like this because if I say Atari, he just kills me. So there's nothing there. This move, huge, massive move. Why? Because all of a sudden, he got a few points, great towards life, and now my life is in question. If I play it, a few points that he doesn't get and I do get, so points times 2, I'm very alive, very strong, and he is not. That's a big difference. So it's not just how many points was that, but rather, does it affect the position well in your advantage? Okay. So far to here, I think Black's been playing really quite well. Yeah, little thing wrong here and there, granted. But really, that's pretty strong groups. Now he only has his bottom group to worry about. Nick just runs out. Hate to say it, but game over. I mean, it's like there's nothing to do. Now, I do have a tempo here, and he wastes a move. I can't capture those. I can't get those stones out. Wasted move. On top of that, if he now says, now I'm going to kill you. No, it's still there. So an actual wasted move. Now, being 6Q, give him some space. He has a right to play poorly. He's only 6Q. And really, with my students, first thing, let's try to stop wasting moves. Always be aware of your have a goal, have a primary purpose to your move. I am defending, I am attacking, I'm playing in a big area. And when you do that, make sure you're doing that. So if we were to apply that here, say, and Black says, okay, I want to play here, but let me just think about it. Okay, I'm going to capture those two. I want to capture those stones. Just a minute. They are captured. Oh, that's a big difference. I think go do something more important. Boom, you didn't waste that move. So get in the habit of thinking before you move. I don't mean that trivially. Hard thing to do. I get out. I get out. Another wasted move. He's trying to get rid of my eyes so he can attack me. In my mind, it just makes me thicker. I'm very glad to play this move. It comes out. And let's get White's perspective here. First, Black still can't push with A. That's really pleasant. I gained a whole move there. Second, his A group has an I on the bottom, but that's it. So in my mind, I'm looking at, dang, I keep clicking on it. There you go. I mean, he's getting surrounded, right? I love this idea. It's not time right now, but I'm really looking forward to pressing this group. Okay, let's continue. We need to get all the time, have a whole board view. A, B, and C. C, we care nothing for. It's hard for C to do well because Black played a couple moves up there. B, nice and light, hard to hurt B, but we don't want to do anything with it. It's a helping stone. The A group, we're committed to the A group. It's heavy, We need to get it healthy so that we can start doing other things. Well, B's our helping stone. We can play a really fast move, and our A group, as hard as black wants, will either get out to the left or up to the center. We're pretty much out now. Now, black might be able to control which direction we're going to get out, but this, and it uses our stones on the right. I really like this move. Comes after us. We know what we're doing. Here, we've got a real cut at A. We cannot stop that cut if he plays first. So we're going to fix that, hurting his two stones. And of course, we're completely using our A stone. This great little position. Fix us, hurt him, use A. Very powerful. Boom. Surround. Ooh, going well. Black says, I'm going to cut you. And my mouse is hovering over A because it's just knee-jerk, right? We can't let him cut us. And I go, wait a minute. We can let him cut us. Because if we capture, that's an absolute capture. If he cuts, we capture, actually we save. It's not a cut. We've captured the cutting stones. We'll just look at that in case someone doesn't see it. Boom, boom. What's he going to do? Surround us? We're out. So we've captured the cutting stones. Boom, boom, no problem. I could also play this way. Snap back, a little thicker. But I thought, let's just get those suckers out of here. So those problems are all gone. There's Aja here and there. I want it gone. The other one might be better, but this felt good, just being clean. Comes in. A's the knee jerk, right? Because black's saying, oh, I'm coming after the B stone. Well, this whole time we said we don't care about the B stone. If we start working in the B area, are we hurting his C group? No. Are we hurting his D group? No. We're only playing on the right, which is not the biggest area. We're not helping our E group. It's virtually alive. So A becomes very small, not doing hardly anything. Okay, we continue. I'm back chasing his group on the bottom, which starts developing the center in my favor. See how low and pitiful that group looks? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it has points. What's the problem? Well, if we go this way, it just feels like we're doing a lot more. Come on up. Yeah, nice, strong group. You betcha. This all feels like Sente for black. We're just going to play it out, let him do his thing. Okay. We're very solid on the bottom. We like that. Our whole A group has great shape, eyes, strength, no problems there. He's got a cut at B, which does not bother the C group, only the D stone, which is actually a very small stone right now. So what's important here? He has an amazing wall. This is, I want to say, game over. Yeah, no way. So now I'm looking at this move, right? Well, it does something. Doesn't work, but black is pretty weak on the left in the corner. It just doesn't work right now because my stone's way weaker. So also the peep. I'm looking at the peep, and it's like, Yeah, not much. Not much. There's little tiny things. So why don't I just play an in general, approach those things as I stay fairly close to home. Now this is dangerous. I'm playing somewhat near his strong area, but there's IG there and weaknesses on the left, and I could play a little safer. Maybe that's better. I wanted to come in where the IG was, a little closer. Closer? No. This close? Pushing the envelope slightly. That's how I felt about it. He comes in. I'm immediately worried. I mean, he has played a number of great moves this game. Even his bad moves, for the most part, have been pretty good moves. And this is right where it should be. This puts white to the test big time. That Blackstone's alive, first off. That's pretty powerful. I can't stop him from just coming across. If I try to, I don't know what, get out, he can just draw the line in Sente. Let's do it as simple as I can do it. Still, it's just really hard for white. So I have to start somewhere. So I start here. Okay. Remember the A move and how it's actually correct? But he didn't know why. Here it is. He ignores and comes out. I say, "You fool, I will catch you." He says, "Yes, please catch me." "No, really, I'm going to catch you." "Yeah, yeah, go ahead, catch me." What's happened? Well, white picked up 6 points on a group that was already alive. So I didn't increase my life. I got 6 points in Gote. Black got to surround my center, get a super thick position on top. So that's the beauty of A, is this white is not Sente. But he doesn't know that. He only knows that A is the move. And let's do this again. The B stones are not so important, so he can ignore. If he had played this way, then all the A stones he's committed to. This is Sente. That's why the new move is. Oh, and he does play here. Oh man, I felt so bad now. What am I going to do? So I cut. At least it's Sente to do, capture up at A and start stuff. It's going to be pretty big. So it's consider that Sente like it's supposed to be. So he's playing correctly so far. So black, oh, I come up here, right? Threatening A on a larger scale, and maybe even start, an overall attack. So I come up, and he defends appropriately. Then it's like, well, all of a sudden, I'm hurting his 2 stones as much as he's hurting me. And now I'm very glad that I had these weaknesses behind to help me. It gives me an extra edge in this local battle. I'm starting to feel pretty good. Now he can't cut me. It's a ladder. I'm sorry, a net, right? If he cuts at 8, I net him. So I'm starting to feel like I've got something. Now the net doesn't work. Now the net works. And now, yeah, there's a net, but I'm about to get surrounded. I decide here to start capturing this stone. This seemed to be the point of strength, getting everything prepared. Yeah. And now I capture A in an actual capture. It's not even a net. So I'm glad about that. Fix. And now he's concerned about the cut as he should be. I can split him in two and he doesn't have eyes. So again, he's showing good strength there. But why not just A? Because when he plays his move, I can still push and cut. The cut just doesn't work at this moment. But what about in the future? So black A, absolutely strong and alive, great stuff. His move is doing the job, but there's some details left behind that I can use. Okay, I start my cute little stuff here. Couple of Ataris, connect, come on out. Atari, which he doesn't have to respond to, by the way, because if I capture, worst I can do is cut. Next, he ignores, I cut, he ignores, it's nothing. So this is understandable. Few players like to do this, but it's not important. And it's not that I'm cut here, but I'm just, check this out. So my job is to have an understanding of the position, right? So black, white, I'm cut. If I save, I'm cut. If I save the other side, I'm cut. Well, if I'm cut and I mean, all of a sudden, okay, that's a threat. No, oh my God, it's just this horribly ugly group. So here, now if he cuts, I can, let's just look at it. I'd probably do it this way. Okay, much lighter. I think I can work with this group. So that's why I'm start here. I don't see a threat. So I'm going to come out. His whole group on the right, the A group, behind enemy lines, no eyes, little cut coming up. I've used up so much of his space. Cute little move, stops him from cutting me. Okay. Do I yet care about A? No, not yet. Apparently I did. It is getting bigger, but the idea is the A group. If I do nothing, as he comes down, killing that single stone, he's also saving his whole group. So this is big and starts the whole, better for the whole surround. So it's big and preparatory. Ooh, big word, preparatory. And then I started in with the Aji. Cute little move. He has to save. The idea is that he can't cut here, but it's there are some weaknesses there. Remember this cut? My whole group in the center, this black move just surrounded me. I'm about to get in trouble. So this saves the cut and threatens his second eye. He's about to lose his eyes and he's surrounded. He's now very ready to play the big move. I take it away. Come down because I see knight's moves and cuts. So I'm still after his group, and it's very big. Right? He's all connected up. That's big. So big and keeps it weak. Yep. Yep. That makes me totally cut. So I save. He does a nice little saving move. I mean, he didn't need to do it, but it's still cute and shows that he's played a lot of good moves. Big gives me in game. Gives me in game. And I start the cut. There's some stuff to look at here, right? I'm going to cut you. No, you're not. I'm going to cut you. No, you're not. Hey, I just picked up over 5 points in an area I really didn't have right to get anything. Here, we're in endgame now. I thought about the monkey jump, but it's actually gote. And when you read this out, it's almost the same in points, but it's sente. Sente, this is kind of in the heart of things. And now we realize he didn't see it. Did white gain points for capturing that? Well, I gained 6. How many did I lose in the corner? At least 6, 6-ish. So no gain or loss there for anybody. And we're just an in-game, and I end up winning by 20, 25 points. But I thought there's not only seeing that he played very well, other than some passes and some things he didn't exactly take care of, but then how to think about your stones, how to work through them. Well, I hope it was helpful, and we'll see you all later. Okay, bye.